I'm going to unmute myself and join the party. I won't be able to read chat at this point either. I'm going to be remuting and deafening myself.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, buddy. I want you to know I delayed tearing down my setup just so I could enjoy some Mar tonight.
So you could meet your obligations, or else I kill Galdric off?
No, I could have done it from a laptop. Okay. I would just rather make sure I have, I want to be here. Not like dying because you ever start a project, then you have to stop halfway through it, and then you're just like, I just want to finish the fucking project.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I wanted
absolutely.
to be here, not there.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yep. No, I totally get that, because it sours the experience too, right? If you're like, fuck, I just want to just work through it. If you've already started, and then it makes you resent the thing that you're doing. I totally get that.
And I don't want to resent you. I like you.
You know what? A little bit of resentment though is a good thing. I think
Good. I fucking hate you.
Okay, there we go. That's a bit
You made
strong.
horse bus.
Okay, you know what? I can accept. I can accept
Horse bus
that.
is a giant frick.
Listen, I'm just saying, you never know when horse bus is going to show up again, so maybe watch out.
On one hand, I missed the last arc. On the other hand, that means no more horse bus.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Thank frick it's Friday though, man. Holy shit. What a week.
Friday.
Looking forward to the end of the fucking pandemic.
God, man.
Yeah, and fuck.
Happy anniversary, by the way. Yeah. Happy plague
right.
anniversary.
Yeah,
What
happy
anniversary?
pandemic-versary.
Going for a fucking victory lap this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, oh no, is it 1 year?
Happy anniversary.
Since it was declared, yeah.
Yeah, happy 1 year anniversary of our 2-week isolation.
Yes,
real, right?
exactly.
Oh my
Yeah.
Bingo.
God, man.
But
Yeah.
we can get lost in the world of fantasy.
Exactly. Now I've got bad news. There is actually a plague coming down in the world of fantasy. So
Oh, what bad luck.
Can't escape it. I can't escape it.
it's the only thing on my mind, man. So it's invaded my fantasy world. We're gonna go
Locke
through.
evaporates into the ether.
That's that.
Yeah, that's basically it, right? Oh my god. Okay. You guys are excited for Outriders?
Yeah.
When does it drop? Is it tomorrow?
April 1st.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I have no one to play it with, so
You got
What the
all
hell?
of us?
Yeah, hello? What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Same. I don't have anybody to.
All right.
we can
Man,
play,
I'm not-
we can play together, Venalis.
what the
Okay,
fuck?
cool.
Okay, sick. Well, somehow I ended up being the one feeling left out, so that's kind of fucked up. All right. I'm not sure how I
What
ended up being
the
insulted
fuck?
there, but
How?
okay.
What the fucking shit?
I honestly thought I didn't have anyone to play, but now that I'm hearing this, I will reserve it now. I
Oh,
will buy it
no,
now.
no. I don't want to play with you. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
God.
So,
I'm kidding.
all right, staying. No. Debit card is now back in the wallet. No.
You can kind of tell whenever Milton's done GTA for the day because he's just toxic as fuck for the rest of the day.
Oh my god. I think it's gonna be a fun game though. The shaky cam in the cutscenes is literally unwatchable. It's so brutal.
They just need to work on the pacing and it's going to be a really good game.
I
Just
do think
because
the
it's
pacing needs work, man.
It's so easy to skip things. Okay, listen, I'm not one to talk shit, but how the fuck is the very first well, sorry, it's not one of the very first, but it is one of the very first voice actresses that you hear is Laura Bailey.
Yeah.
Fantastic voice actress.
Yeah.
And then Shira, who just seems to be kind of a main character.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, very subpar.
Yes.
Very subpar. Like, how do you
Yep.
go from having that to as a background actor?
Yes. I know, man. It's brutal. Like, I find in a lot of cases, there's a couple places where I'm like, oh man, it's like the world you've built is pretty cool. The story you've built is pretty cool. And then even the characters by their, descriptions aren't bad. but then they feel bad in the game.
I don't know.
So wait, what's the issue here? Like is it just like bad voice acting mixed with good voice acting?
It's not that it's bad voice acting, but I would say it's subpar. It's not by any means bad. There is bad voice acting, and then there is like, oh, this would be much better as a background character.
Yep. Agreed.
Gotcha.
Yep. I think that's a good way to put it. They feel like background characters that somehow have like the spotlight.
Yeah.
they're the quality of background characters, but they're there at the very front. You're like, oh, okay.
Like, okay. They just, the typical common thing for overacting and voice acting, I guess is a good way of putting it. Very, very talking high and then talking low and then talking high and then talking low. It's like this constant fluctuation of emotion. It's like, yeah, you're okay, but you're not awful.
Yeah, that's just it. I think saying it's awful is too far.
It's rude. And it's rude and without warrant.
Yes.
But it's just, it's like listening to myself voice act. It's like, listen, you're not horrible, but there is a million times better at it. Okay, let's just be honest with each other.
Yeah, that's the fucking truth.
Just imagine someone who wasn't.
Stop playing GTA on Fridays.
I'm kidding. I love you.
I'm gonna go shove some fucking peppers in my penis.
No, don't do it. I literally want you to narrate my life. Are you kidding me?
No.
How much for a salaried position? Listen.
Oh, now he's flexing. Oh, okay. No, that's fine.
I didn't talk about currency. I'm thinking maybe a couple Dairy Queen coupons a month.
Oh,
damn,
so
man.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Man.
Let's start over again. Hi, I'm
Okay.
Milton. Hello.
This went
Nice to meet
south
you.
quickly.
Oh,
Nice to
my
meet you. I'm
God.
Milton.
Wow.
Listen.
Let's restart our friendship. Hi.
Oh boy.
From scratch.
Okay, but just real quick, what's the coupon? Because I'm kind of craving.
It's 2-for-1 dilly bars. Okay, so where were we last time?
Okay.
Let's recap up in this bitch.
Yeah, let's get started. So I will start by welcoming folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use the Dungeon World rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a pirates and swashbucklers universe. To anyone new, all the old episodes are up on the YouTubes, but that doesn't mean you can't just hang out and enjoy the session, and I encourage you to, even if nothing makes any sense at all, and it's just a bunch of weird-ass, grown-ass adults doing silly voices in made-up situations. Just enjoy the fucking ride, okay? That's D&D. The recap for what happened last time. Last time, you guys did a bunch of fun tasks in the Tower of Vartalon that had you mastering your magics. After a few weeks had passed, you ended up being approached by a man known as Kristoff, who said there might be a better way with less rules than the tower, and for you to meet him in the forest the next night. You had a few theories on who Kristoff might actually be, but without committing to any one theory as being the definite answer, you just tried to cover your bases and protect yourselves in the tower by warning people that you thought would be appropriate to warn. And then you decided that you will be meeting Kristoff virtually alone, but you will have a Vela Magi kind of following you, keeping tabs on you by being masked as a chickadee flying around. And with that, we can dive into our narrative camera. We open on a futuristic techno household. A man is brushing out his neon purple undercut hairdo in a mirror that has digital displays of information and videos on the sides. Through the window, we can see the sights of a megacity with floating hover pods, holographic moving signs, and entire building sides being used as advertising space. This man's door is immediately kicked in as 4 individuals wearing black robes with no hood come storming in. Their robes are out of place in this advanced room, but more out of place are their faces, or rather lack of. They have round, slightly wrinkled balls of alabaster white flesh for heads with absolutely no features on it. Until their heads split like Pac-Man on the front, revealing toothless mouths that simply emanate some sort of a screech that forces the Technoman to put his hands to his head. They attempt to grab the man, but he pulls out an advanced pistol and shoots one. It collapses, but from its corpse rips out a new creature identical to the one that fell. They grab at the man, and they pull at his clothing and hair and flesh until they've torn large handfuls of each from him. Then they all vaporize into black smoke, and the man, still alive, is left gasping on the floor. We see another man driving his hover car at night along a long, straight road surrounded by blooming trees lining a road when these creatures step out from the forest and are impacted by the car. As the car screeches and stops, new fleshy Pac-Men emerge from the shattered and ruined corpses of their predecessors. They run the man down and tear from him handfuls of clothing, flesh, hair, and accessories. Then they evaporate into smoke. Another man. This one is giving a lecture in an advanced classroom with holo projectors, displaying lessons in a circular classroom in front of students. These fleshy Pac-Man headed monstrosities break into the classroom and tear flesh and clothing from the teacher, then evaporate. And then we see something new. We see a medieval tavern where knights and common folk are eating and drinking. The door to the tavern explodes as 4 of these alabaster flesh Pac-Man head individuals in their dark robes bust in. They screech from their toothless gaping maws, and everyone goes to cover their ears. They all converge on a single man behind the bar and start grabbing at him. People attack the Pac-Man headman with swords, knives, chairs, cups, anything and everything. The Pac-Man headmen fall easily enough, but a new one always rips its way from the corpse of the fallen version of itself until they are all holding handfuls of clothing and flesh and accessories from the barkeep, and they evaporate into smoke. Again, we see this as they climb from the waterline onto a ship. As they rip handfuls from a deckhand who is entirely unprepared. As they evaporate in smoke, the camera goes black and open once again on our party in the Tower of Vartalon.
Starting to understand a little bit more about what Volos was talking about when he said that he'd fucked up all of our shit. Starting to become a little bit clearer.
I don't think that was Volos.
I mean,
the
weird, pasty, fucking bundle of brie head with the gaping, horrifying mouth, and the, you know what I mean? It's like
I'm gonna go with Ula.
Let's see that. I see what you're saying.
Well, I wanted to sleep tonight, but
No sleep. No sleep for you.
Oh.
Really wanted to make sure you got that image of those weird, featureless.
trust me, you
It came through.
you succeeded, you asshole. Man, the word pictures you paint are dangerous. You need to do something with. Take responsibility of that power, you dick.
Okay, I'll control it. Listen, it's a power I should wield with a bit more responsibility. I understand that.
No, you do a pretty good job. Like, I'm just giving you shit now.
Oh man.
all right, so we had just decided that we were going to heading out into the woods to meet up with what was his name again?
Christoph.
Christoph.
Yes.
To meet up with Christoph, and thinking that maybe Christoph is Sen or Christoph knows Sen. And we had one Velomancer that was coming with us that was going to disguise themselves as a chickadee.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Now, before we get started, before you guys embark on your adventure, we all collectively recall this memory that some people may have forgotten without naming names. We're not sure, but somebody may have forgotten something. I don't know.
Why is everyone looking at me?
But it definitely happened. This thing definitely happened, and I don't know why some people don't remember it, because it's totally weird, because it definitely for sure happened. You guys remember when you met the Grand Archmage, right? You guys remember when that happened.
I definitely don't remember that at all.
You guys
I've
gave
been
that
waiting
note
for
to
that
ADM.
forever, actually.
You guys gave the note to ADM, and then you went and met with the Grand Archmage. You remember how that happened, right?
I just,
I
May
don't
not
think
have
so.
actually quite that way.
I just
so
remember
weird.
some guy stabbing people in the neck. That's about it.
So
That
weird.
is clear, yeah.
You know what?
That's
I don't remember this. Can you give me a recap?
Yeah, give me a recap of what the
I got you,
conversation
buddy.
was.
I got you. I got you, buddy. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, so basically what happened, as we all recall this thing that definitely for sure happened for real, after giving the letter to Adium, it was the next day that you were invited into the Grand Archmage's chamber, and you met Lady Naki Daha, the actual Grand Archmage herself. And she explained that she does believe you. Like you had details that she could not deny. She absolutely believes that you have been to the island or know people from the island, and that from your description of your mission, you have the correct intent, an intent that she is actually actively working on herself. But she refuses to give you any details on what she's working on because she doesn't know if maybe you're very clever and refusing to give her, you're actually working against her, or even if your intentions are truly noble right now, they could change down the road and you would wield dangerous information at that point. So she won't tell you what her mission is right now. She agrees that you all need to go find the rest of the crew, but because you guys don't know where to go next, she thinks that you should go find the Wind Wakers next, because they literally are out on tower duty and she can manage to locate them. So she said that you should take some classes and act in the school to buy her time to find where the Wind Wakers have gone and give you guys your next heading, and reinforce that by saying that, like, the tower law is law. And so because you guys can wield magic and you've come to the island of Epicea, you have to go through training. They cannot explain it to the teachers and students why you guys were accepted. They cannot try to get it past the cutters that you guys don't need any training. So you would be fast-tracked. You would be accepted to pass your classes much more quickly than the rest, but you at least had to take classes to appease tower law. And that is why you guys ended up doing your classes, why you ended up putting up with all this bullshit, was to buy her time to try to find out where the Wind Wakers went, and also because you have to. They can't allow you to leave without doing some classes.
And really quick, why were we looking for the Wind Wakers?
They're part of the crew. They're part of Jack Cobb's original crew, and it's three people.
Gotcha. And Jack Cobb told us that in order to figure out what the fuck to do about the Kraken, we had to reassemble the crew.
Yeah, and she did not seem totally sold on Jack having a good plan. Like when you guys were like, we need to assemble the crew and go back, she was not sold on this idea. She's like, this is Jack being Jack, and he just thinks that it'll work again. She thinks she has a better plan, so she basically agrees with everything, except she's going to be bringing a new plan when she goes with you guys. So basically, it's your plan, and she's bringing like the linchpin, the acting piece in the plan that Jack thinks he's making. So she agreed. She's coming with you. She just had to find the Wind Wakers. That's all it was.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you remember that it's so weird because like it's almost like she was apologizing for forgetting this thing that she was doing, because she didn't forget, right? It's I don't know who
I'm
forgot,
remembering this conversation
right?
now.
Yeah,
that
you
you're
remember
bringing it up,
now,
actually.
right?
Yeah.
And it's so weird because as you remember this, Galdric,
I gain a level.
You remember that you got an item from this meeting.
Oh my god!
Shit, what the fuck?
Listen, I'm getting bribed and I love it.
You remember, upon leaving, as a token of good faith, she gave you an empty bottle. It is just a clear glass bottle with a cork stopper in it. And she said it was called the Echo. And
sick, dude. You just got littered on. Awesome. Someone just littered on you. Sick. Hey, guess what? Guess what? You don't remember any of this? Also, here's my recycling. Nice. Sorry, go ahead.
Does it allow me to lie to one person and they believe me no matter what?
Nope, never gonna have that happen again. Never gonna have that happen again. It is interesting though. This is a seemingly empty bottle. Once unstoppered, the whisper of another plane will resound once and fall silent. In the silence,
Okay.
the bearer learns in their soul the coming of one great danger and how to avoid it. At any point after you use the echo, you can ignore the results of any single die roll, yours or another player's, and roll again. Once opened, the echo is released and gone forever.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
and that's indefinitely.
You can hold on to this forever.
Yep.
And then once you open it, you learn a danger and how to avoid it, and you can ignore one dice roll.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
Okay.
And force a reroll. Yeah.
Yeah, so if someone scored a natty 20 on you and was about to fuck up your shit, you could just go, nah.
Yeah.
Well,
That is
yeah,
the
so
not using until Volo's fight kit. Okay.
And it feels like it will expire in the next. And Lou,
Oh, hi.
as you're remembering this conversation that definitely happened, and you remember it in clear detail, you remember also getting a magic item. And it was a coin. And at first you got a little bit excited because you thought it might be a prime ink coin.
Is it a prime ink coin?
It is not.
Ah.
It is a simple coin with it looks like kind of in very intricate knotwork kind of engraved onto both sides. The bearer it is called the coin of remembering, and its bearer can at any time redeem it to immediately know one fact that has been forgotten. The coin vanishes thereafter. Now, this does not have to be a thing that was forgotten by the bearer. This can be a thing that was forgotten by anyone, but the fact cannot be known to anyone. It must be a forgotten fact.
So it can't, like, if one person doesn't, it can't be that I remember it and I want the other person to remember it.
No.
That nobody knows it at all, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It is basically when you know the right question to ask, when you want to redeem a piece of knowledge that nobody knows, you can use the coin. It will evaporate and you will gain a piece of knowledge that has been forgotten.
That is
Fucking
very
sick.
cool. I have some thoughts.
That's a fucking cool item,
That
man.
is super cool.
And Slump,
Yeah.
you were there too. And this was a little bit uncustomary because they don't generally hand out magical items to cutters because it's kind of like equipping a flamethrower with a rocket launcher.
Sure.
But you've earned so much faith at this place that they gave you the lamented memento, which is a single lock of bright red hair bound in a black ribbon. It seems ancient, but it seems like time has not touched it. And in it are the memories and emotions of a girl who dealt with death at the Black Gate so many times that in the end, she fell in love with death. And her memory of this love with death is imbued in the lock of hair. And if you ever fall one time, you may choose to use the memento to barter with death and immediately not die.
Hey, fuck yeah.
Yeah. So when you hit 0 health and you're supposed to make your last breath, where if you fail the roll, you're dead forever. If you get a mixed success, you get to barter with death. If you have this item, you don't have to do any rolls or anything. You simply offer it to death, and you are allowed to live immediately.
I like that because I have the additional ability, the upper hand.
Oh.
Yeah, you take +1 ongoing 2 last breath rolls. When you take your last breath, on a 7 to 9, you make an offer to death in return for your life. If death accepts, he will return you to life. If not, you die.
Yeah.
So this is cool. This is like a bargaining chip.
Yep, exactly.
So I guess, could I, in theory, this is a good question for you. In theory, could I save that so that I can roll if I get fucked up? I can do my upper hand roll, and then try to barter with death. And if death doesn't accept my bargain, then I can use the hair.
Absolutely, you can wait until it's like,
okay,
oh shit, I failed. Okay, I'll barter. Oh fuck, I failed. Then you use this. Then it's all is washed clean, and you are immediately restored.
Awesome, gotcha.
Yep. And Locke, you remember at this meeting that Lady Naki Daha kind of recognized your very impressive wielding of magic. And while you choose to wield flame primarily here, it was very clear that you have knowledge of the fundamentals of magic that surpassed most of the greatest magisters of recorded history here. And so she gave you a book on magical maneuvers called the Kume maneuver. And you read through this book, which is passed down from Magi warrior to Magi warrior for generations and generations. And it teaches you a technique where after finishing it, you can help out on any combat role that you choose to. You have learned to wield magic in such a way that during combat, you may choose like once per round. So not like on every single person's turn, but once per round, you can choose to help out any role that you would like. It comes with a penalty if you fail it. So if you get a fail on your Kume maneuver, you will get a -2 to your next roll. So it's a difficult maneuver to pull off, but you can, regardless of distance, regardless of circumstance, regardless of anything, you can lend aid on any roll.
Cool. What's the, like, is it like, oh no, it's like, is it like rolling at advantage or is it add my roll?
Let's see. I think it's, if you succeed, you add a +1 to their roll, but let's make sure what lend aid does. Moves. Aid. Oh, okay, so this is aid or interfere. You can choose to give an ally a +1 or an enemy a -2. So you can do either one. You roll for your Kume maneuver, which is plus intelligence. You roll plus intelligence, and on a success, you aid or interfere. Basically, it's just aid or interfere at any point. And you roll plus intelligence for it.
Okay.
Yeah. +1 to an ally or -2 to an enemy. And you can roll that like after they roll theirs. So like if Slump has 5 hit points left and they roll and they deal 5 damage, you can roll the Kume maneuver. And if you succeed, you can take 2 from that damage and it won't kill Slump anymore.
Could I take like could I make them miss like a -2 to their 2 hit essentially?
So the way that because you guys don't have armor classes for them to hit, it's although, so yeah, the way that they usually roll is they just roll their damage.
Got it.
Yeah. If ever there is a thing where I say blah 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 to hit, then yes, basically you can do this at any time you want in combat.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, in combat. Okay.
Yep.
And what happens on a mixed success?
On a mixed success, you expose yourself to danger.
Okay, so it works, but that -2 penalty happens.
It
Or is that-
works, and then it kind of narratively exposes you to danger. Maybe you'll take a bit of splash damage yourself. Maybe you'll just be an obvious target. So in some way, narratively, you'll expose yourself to danger.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
I can't believe we forgot that meeting. It was such major stuff happened. Look at that.
I know you guys got some amazing items. Wasn't it a wonderful meeting that definitely
It was
happened?
So good, yes,
And we all
absolutely.
agree how
I'm just
much it
glad we were-
definitely
Yep.
happened.
Really loved that meeting we had.
Yeah.
Guys, I woke up and I found this book underneath my pillow. What the fuck happened?
Don't you remember?
How do you not remember those, man?
Also, Tech, I had an idea. So I leveled up last session.
Yep.
But I didn't assign a point because I was
Yeah.
debating between a few of them.
Yeah.
I honestly don't have access to many more useful abilities until level 6.
Yep.
But I found one that I thought was pretty fucking cool, and I wanted to know if you were interested in including it narratively. And that one is Wide Wanderer, and that one says, you've traveled the wide world over. When you arrive someplace, ask the GM about any important traditions, rituals, and so on. They'll tell you what you need to know. And so I thought that kind of makes sense for this ink because this is where Galdric and Slump are originally from. And so I thought instead of having it the way it is, what if Wide Wanderer means that when we arrive to a new island or something like that, both he and I can roll. And if either of us get, a big, like pass the roll, then we can find out whatever level of information you want. And if we fail, then you can give us like a tiny, tiny piece of information explained very stupidly. The thing that we recall.
Yeah, I think that really works. I think that makes a lot of sense narratively.
Okay.
I think that's an interesting and like constructive choice. I totally like it. I think that's really
Awesome.
cool. Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Okay, so the next day has rolled around. You guys have gone to your classes. You've done your preparation, and the evening rolls around. The last thing that we did was Lou was what did you write in your book?
Yeah, I'll bring it up. Oh, I have two. Oh, I downloaded the wrong thing. It said. So what it said to me was that to gain, I was telling it about our day and our interaction with Christoph. I was telling it, I was writing down in my journal. And the journal spoke back and said to gain an ally, you must something an enemy. Hang on one sec. I must become an enemy. To gain an ally, you must become an enemy. And then that was the earlier note. And then when I wrote down Christoph, it had a big thing that popped up that said enemy. So I want to be sure to talk to the group before we go about that observation.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, basically the evening is falling. Probably in the next hour or so, you'll need to go meet Christoph in the woods. Let me know what you guys want to do before you head out.
I think Slump would spend some time in the rooms alone and practice sort of his meditation, sinking things into the abyss, and like refamiliarizing himself really, really intimately with really intimately with his spellbreaker.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm talking.
He's
He's putting that thing in the scabbard in places that, like, that place has never been before.
Oh my God.
And
we need. Can we get more detail?
no.
Just a little bit more detail.
Nope. And
Okay.
so that's how Slump. I think Slump would spend some time doing that.
Yep, that makes sense.
Galdric would try to make sure whatever Slump's doing, he doesn't need any hands.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Roll to help out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just want to talk to the group here.
Yeah.
Okay, so before maybe earlier in the day, before we kind of separate to do whatever we need to do right before we leave, I'd like to show. Does the ink of the messages in the journal still show after? Okay, after time. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd like to show the whole group so everyone sees what's going on. That first it said, it talked to me about kind of the path forward, which is to gain an ally, I must become an enemy. And then what it showed after I wrote Kristoff with being the big enemy. Kristoff is enemy, I think. Or no, I was also saying, I guess the entry also said, was talking about Sen. So I show it to the group and I say, do you think the enemy is just Sen's group and we need to get in with Sen's group in order to gain an ally, which is, I guess, the Archmage?
Okay.
No. Maybe Sen is an ally?
Who the fuck is Sen?
You know, the big bad.
Oh, right.
Big bad Reaper.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to kill him. I think.
Are you?
I don't know.
Now I don't know, actually.
It's a whole big bone thing.
We'll probably wind up killing.
We'll probably wind up killing him. Wait, so can you explain that again? So you wrote a name and then it's like enemy and that's it?
So I wrote down, first of all, it's weird that the journal is writing back, right? Is that bad? Should we show an adult, maybe?
Slump has never heard of a book talking back to someone and that being good. No one's like, yeah, I have a great relationship with my book. It's usually bad.
I mean, I imagine that it's probably just Ogma, you know, because I'm writing to really think about and pray to my deity. So maybe it's just Ogma talking back.
But Ogma doesn't exist in this realm.
Or does she? Ooh.
I guess I hadn't really thought about that. You don't think their influence extends?
I think their concepts exist, but the actual deity, no.
Oh boy, I hope the counterpart is a good person, is an ally.
Or maybe it's, I pointed the book, enemy!
Oh no!
Ooh.
Is there some sort of like cleric we could talk to? Oh shoot, I'm a cleric, but like a better cleric that we could talk to.
Wow, don't put yourself down like that. You're doing great.
You are more knowledgeable.
Okay, that's better. I'm okay with wording it like that. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I know if we kill Sen, we paint a giant target on us from the Yoho boys, so
good, let them come.
It could mean that.
How about, so who do we need to gather? We've got Lavitz Steele and Lady K already. There's Lady Nikita Ha, who we need to get.
Yeah.
There's 3 Wind Wakers that Lady Nikita Ha is going to help us with. Is there anybody else on the team that we need to gather?
There's still a few more, but yeah, it sounds like the Wind Wakers would be next after all this.
Well, I wonder if the others that we don't know where they are with the Yoho boys, and that's why we need to get in with them to gain an ally.
That may be a possibility, but if we did join them, we wouldn't be getting the help from Nakidaha.
That's true. Maybe we could give her a warning that we're going to be...
Oh, wait. Sorry, Lady Nakidaha. We're just going to, flip our colors, but we're still on your side.
Exactly. Don't worry. It's all a ruse.
It's all part of the plan.
Then we would have the tower after us. Well, the cutters anyway.
Well, they know we're going there today, right?
They know we're staying on the island at a meeting spot today.
What do you think of this? Yeah, so I had written down about Kristoff and going to meet Sen in the woods. And really, as soon as I wrote Kristoff, the journal popped up and said enemy.
Yeah, so, and where did you get this book?
I don't know, I just kind of had it on my body.
That's upsetting.
Boy.
That's
like when we get here and we have our, these new outfits and stuff, and our, new, you have your sword and things that you came with.
Sure.
Can I see that, Lou?
Oh yeah, of course. Here you go.
Like, can I make a roll to kind of investigate her journal?
It's deeply cursed.
Yeah, just like where would the influence or the thing that would be writing back, like see if I could get a feeling.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. Go ahead and roll plus intelligence to kind of inspect this. Okay, mixed success. As you kind of inspect it and perform a few kind of arcane investigatory kind of weaves upon it, you feel like nothing. As far as you can tell, there is no magical way for it to be doing what it's doing.
Okay. So if I open the journal, do I see like where it says danger under Kristoff, or
Yeah, you see the big script writing, which is very different from Lou's handwriting, where it says enemy.
Hey, do you also? I didn't recognize this handwriting at all. Does this look familiar to any of you?
I guess I'll look at it and see if I recognize it.
Yeah, I don't think
it
any
looks
of
like-
you recognize it.
That looks like Kirby's handwriting.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, no, Slump doesn't. I mean, Slump can't read, so that probably doesn't help. Slump wouldn't be able to tell anyways, but for what it's worth, which is nothing, Slump can't tell anything.
Okay.
You're doing good, pal.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing on it now. Maybe it's only active when you write something in it.
It seems like when I write something that's kind of a reveal, like a bit of an unknown piece of knowledge, a secret, that's when it really starts to talk back.
Well, the way I see it, it can go either way. It's either we side with the tower and the Yoho boys are our enemy, where, you know, having the backing of the Yoho boys in their current state boon to us, or if we, you know, went with the Yoho boys, yeah, we have their help, and now we have the tower and the cutters against us. So I think it could go either way.
I really would like both, though, huh? There's no way to get the tower to understand that we have to.
Sen is the greatest mistake in their entire known history.
Yeah, they have been pretty adamant about that, huh?
I don't think they'd be prone to, you know, help get him on board. I think they would kill him on sight.
Well, maybe the answer will reveal itself to us when we get there.
Well,
And we just,
I get the feeling.
it might, but it all maybe it revealing itself might be us getting turned into mush.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. That would
I
be
get
an
the
answer.
feeling. I get the feeling that we're going to be given an offer, and if we say no, they are going to try to kill us.
Yeah, Slump thinks that's probably what Slump expects too.
Because
I
now
mean-
we know enough.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's be honest. They can try, but we're just going to smash them into the ground, and then we can deliver the head of Sen, which is going to make everybody happy.
Well,
I don't think
you
Sen would
think,
expose himself.
yeah, Slump thinks Sen might be a bit tougher than maybe we're giving him credit for.
No. Remember that one time we fought Yo-Yo Ma? I think it'll be like that, except better this time.
Okay. I like the better.
Where's that laughing coming? I think somebody's here. They're laughing at us. I can hear laughing from the other room.
Is that non-sound?
Betty said something different at the bar with that story.
Don't worry about Betty. Betty's a bitch. Where's Betty now, huh? That's probably dead. Incinerated by
but-
Oh
Volos.
no.
Well, here's the question: did you or did you not get the floor wiped with your body?
I don't worry about what Slump and I do in our private time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh, boy.
none of your fucking business.
No,
all
no,
right?
no. I heard Yo-Yo Ma was involved.
No. Anyway, so the Sen thing.
Okay.
All right. So, Jesus Christ.
How about if you look at the wording? It says to gain an ally, I must
Yeah,
become
well,
an
that's what
enemy.
Slump was trying to figure out. Does that mean that to gain
Yes.
the ally in Sen, you need to become an enemy of the tower, or to gain an ally in the tower, you need to become an enemy of Sen? Because technically,
Oh,
aren't we
I mean,
neither friend
or-
nor enemy of either Sen or the tower? Neither
I'm not
are
gonna
really
be shit
our
about
friend.
either of them. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well,
I
like-
just want to get our job done.
Yeah, it could also mean that in order to get, like, maybe there's something going on with the cutters because they've been acting kind of weird.
they have.
So maybe to gain an ally with the tower, we're going to have to be enemies of the cutters.
Fuck the
Or-
cutters. They're all idiots. Every single cutter I have ever met has been a frickin' frickhead.
Slump smacks Galdric in the forehead with a palm really hard and says, "Bug, Captain, that's all."
Oh,
It was a
thanks.
big
Thanks.
bug.
Appreciate it.
Gotcha.
You know I didn't mean you, right?
Yeah, of course.
Slump smacks him in the back of the head.
Got it that time, Captain.
Thanks. Great job, Cutter. You're changing my perspective.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Depth perception is gone. I think it means literally. I think to gain an ally, I must become an enemy, and it said enemy to Kristoff. So I think I need to look like Kristoff. I need to disguise myself as Kristoff, and I'll gain an ally that way.
Oh,
No?
boy.
That makes sense.
Wait.
I mean, you do you.
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, disguise yourself as Kristoff to become the ally of Kristoff?
Well,
Oh,
who's going to be the ally isn't clear.
why don't we? Well, what if we went and met with
got it.
them and found out where? Yeah, and if it's
He's got
Sen, then we're
He's
probably
not gonna
dead.
lose it.
But if it's not Sen, then we knock out Kristoff. You disguise yourself as Kristoff, and we go back to where Sen is. Hey, it's me, Kristoff. You know, kiss me on the mouth.
He lost it. Okay. Okay. So what you're saying is play along.
Slump is saying that. Well, Slump doesn't really know, to be honest. Slump kind of lost a little bit.
Did you have cabbage again?
No,
Are
Why'd
you
you get-
sure?
Why did you get so aggressive?
no,
Okay. Anyway, so
no.
okay.
Yeah.
No, I believe. Okay. What?
Okay, so well,
Wow.
I know that when it first said to gain an ally, one must become the enemy. That was in response to me writing down that Sen and his group are in the northeast. So it's about Sen, I think.
Well,
The
and
whole
that's-
thing.
And that's what I find strange with the cutters. We've been here for so long, you think they would have seen something, but the cutters are suspiciously quiet about that.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they've been very suspiciously quiet. So at the end of the day, I don't really think this changes anything, because we're still going to go see Sen right now, right?
That's true. But then if we're worried about them making an offer and us saying no and them killing us immediately, that would happen regardless.
They're
of
not
what
going to
we-
kill us
And
immediately.
they're
They're not
try
going
to kill us
They're,
immediately.
no, they're not going to try to kill us immediately. Listen, we're going to be fine. We have the literally the world's greatest cutter. I look at him and hoping God he doesn't hit me again.
yay!
Okay, and we've got a bird. I point to the if the bird's in the sky or whatever. We've got a bird,
that's new. That's true. Yeah.
so we'll know. And number, I don't think we want to make a scene on the island. You know what I mean? Because look what happened last time they made a scene. And just so we're clear, you're worried about them killing us right off the bat. Didn't they already try to kill us and we literally beat the shit out of them?
Oh, we did do that, but that was
That
just
is
henchmen.
true.
You know how it is with henches.
Whoa, whoa!
Just a couple of henches.
Just
Whoa.
hench bitches, huh?
Yikes!
Okay, all right. Well, I see what you're saying, but okay. So what do you suggest? We don't go?
Well, no. Yeah, what do you think? Well, how do you interpret the message, Lou?
I think that we need to I think we need to get in good with Sen and his group, or at least make them think we're thinking about it.
Well, yeah, of
Okay.
course. We're not going to be like, no, I'll never join you. You were meant to bring balance to the magic world, not
See,
destroy it. We're not going to do that.
I don't know, you say that, but then we do once we get into situations. Sometimes we get a little
I have
inflammatory.
never done that. I'm
Uh,
blushing and my nose is bleeding. Okay, how
Okay,
about when
well,
we get
so-
there, we let Slump do all the talking. That way
There we-
nothing
I
goes
think that's
wrong.
probably best.
All Slump. We should just go over this. The contingency plan for what if we show up and things go really bad. Like they're like, okay, now you're coming with us to be sacrificed to the moon god.
I'll
Oh, that's
cast
good.
out their evil.
Ah,
All right. Well, Slump. Okay. There's not really much of an option. It's not like we have backup coming with. We have a bird.
We
Well,
have a
what's gonna
bird.
happen?
maybe we should talk to the person who's going to become the bird and give them a sign so that when they know when to go and get backup.
Oh, okay.
I want to roll if I can. I would like to roll to see if Slump recalls at any point the existence or non-existence of anything like a sensu bean from the tower. Like if there's anything, because like I'm thinking like lambus bread, like something. If we get into a bind, something that we can have to give us a little extra oomph other than a bird.
A potion.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking something that we can like hide in a pocket in case we're getting fucked up or tortured or something. Like,
Cyanide pill.
yeah, any sort of like any.
I'm sorry, a cyanide pill? What?
Maybe a cyanide pill.
Is there? Well, cyanide pills. Jesus. I'm just trying to think. Like, is there anything we can bring with us? Any kind of like. I have no idea. Any kind of item, anything that can help us against magic, any kind of fucking totem or ankh or relic or spell or food we can take or incantation or blessing we can receive or anything.
Yeah. Basically.
I like it. I would like to pre-pod as well.
Yeah. Most of what you know is potions, right? There are potions to make you awake if they throw sleepy potions at you, or potions to sleep if they make you awake potions or spells at you, kind of thing. So usually there are kind of potions with effects counter to the effects that you expect to have. Potions that are just kind of like like senzu beans plus to all stats kind of thing. Those are more kind of mythical. They may exist, they may not exist. The Mage's Tower definitely doesn't have any. You don't think there are any on the island. They may exist somewhere else. If you were to find some sort of, like master potion maker, or perhaps an enchantment of some sort. But it doesn't seem like anyone at the tower is that level of sort of an enchanter or anything like that. So these kind of oh no, I'm dying, oh I popped this, I'm okay now kind of thing, those are items of legend, and you don't feel like you have access to that right now. You possibly could get like a potion against a specific effect here at the school. They do definitely have especially in Lou's class, they have many healing potions and stuff like that. So if you guys wanted to bring a potion or two against a specific effect, you could absolutely do that.
What about like charm, anti-charm person sort of?
Absolutely.
Lou? I just had a thought. Could you look at your journal and look with your ink vision specifically in the red?
Yeah. I can't believe have I done that? I'm gonna look again just in case. I don't think I have. That's not good. Thank you. Okay, so I'll turn on. I'll focus. Ink. That's right. I tried writing in different colors of ink, but that's ink lowercase I.
That's right.
That's my main failing there. Yeah. Let me take a look. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah.
As you look at the book with it, you're looking at all the words that have been written. You're looking at the pages and the binding. Let me know if you want to look at anything in particular. But basically,
yeah, like the bled around the writing that I didn't write. If there's any kind of residue of ink.
Yep, it's all blue.
Okay.
All blue ink.
It's looking all blue to me. Maybe do you want me to try and get something else out of it, and we can see it happen all at the same time?
That'd be up to you. You're the only one that can see it.
Well, that's true. You can see the writing. I'm not sure if that would be telling you anything.
You're the only one that can see the ink.
That's true. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think of a secrets. Can I write down something about Volos's recent visit? Maybe using coded language.
You're gonna need to tell me very explicitly what you write down.
Yeah, I guess if we're worried that it is Volos, then that's. How about Oh, nah, maybe that's really risky, huh?
You're not saying what it is. You're doing the thing where you say it in your head again.
That's true. What if I wrote down? Okay, thank you. I'll talk to you first before I write it.
You're like, oh, what if shit, that's risky as fuck. But if I also included, that could explode. What the fuck are you talking about?
What if I wrote down our encounter with Volos and how his words made me concerned about the path that we're on?
Okay. Wait,
You know?
Volos made you concerned about the path we're on?
Yeah, he was talking about how. What was he saying? You guys remember? He came here and he was all scary.
In a
He was-
way, you three are working for me.
Yeah. Didn't like that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it involves that curse.
What curse?
There's a curse?
Yeah. Just as we were defeating Pale Knight, we got hit with a kind of a curse.
What did it say?
That's the problem. We don't know what it does. That's why I was trying to get here so I could begin research on that. But yeah,
Maybe the curse is that the more we try to do good, the worse things end up being. So maybe we have to be the baddies. Hold on, Slump's gonna go kill someone in that family house.
No.
I'm with you.
The
Let's
grandpa
go.
was basically on his way out. They won't even notice. Listen, Slump will just crush his head, and
Well,
they'll think it was the
part of
natural causes.
part of the curse could be like any knowledge that we come across gets downloaded to Voli.
Shit.
So that's all.
bad.
So Lou writing in the book detailing her day is just an intel report for Volo.
Oh shit.
Why are you reporting to Volo?
I didn't know.
I throw the book across the room. What the heck?
Does the book react to being thrown?
But
No.
we don't know for sure. So
Is this the thing where everybody gets like, you guys really go down the rabbit hole, don't you? All we're going to do is go meet a guy who invited us to hang out.
But what the repercussions are?
Slump
my
Slump
God.
thinks that the degree to which they spared not sending any additional people to help us, Slump thinks that maybe the risk isn't all that bad anyway. So they sent us a bird. It's the tower of Vartal, and they sent us a bird. So
That
they
is
can't
very
be
true.
they can't be that worried. Maybe we shouldn't be either.
To be fair, you guys requested to only have a bird.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we're
Why would we
stupid.
do that? Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, Volo said, you know, that he has taken everything from us, that our goal is wrong and we will lose. And if we somehow manage to defeat him, then we'll do it completely alone.
Well, I mean, here's the other question, and this is, I'm just going to propose this. I know, unpopular opinion. Why do you continue to believe every word he says? He has literally lied to you at every possible fucking turn
That
in
is
order
true.
to manipulate you. I'm just throwing that out there. I know. Crazy guy. Jake would be jumping down my fucking throat right now. Man, I thought he was a pretty cool guy. No!
wait, Jake thought Volos was cool.
Jake loved Volos.
They got a
Oh
little.
boy.
Well, he might have been playing a long con.
So just out of curiosity, what Techsmith, do you recall the reasoning that we had for only bringing a fucking chickadee? What was the logic behind that?
If they see you coming with a whole army, then you'd likely spook them.
Okay.
Yeah, and if we get in trouble, then the bird will help us, like by sending a message.
And also that he told us to come, not to tell anyone else. So if they saw people they recognized from the school, especially with Christoph being a student, he would know. So we would have given up our advantage.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think there's not a whole lot else we can really do, because I definitely feel like we don't know anyone that can turn invisible.
Shit! I cast invisibility.
Yeah, so I feel like there's not a whole lot that we can do other than go and check it out. I don't think it seems unlikely. It seems unreal. It seems unlikely that we're going to go and just get fucking killed, because we haven't really turned our hand as to the fact that we're against Sen. So I don't think Christoph would have a reason to like think we're double agents and therefore prepare an ambush. I think that they probably want to encourage people to switch sides. Their wet dream will probably be to have an inside informant. So I think this is genuine. Slump is going to push for the narrative that this is a genuine request, like they're actually looking to try to recruit some people, and sort of the only thing we can do at the end of the day is just go.
Okay, I like that, and especially if we're not committing either way to them at this time, kind of thing. We're just going and learning about it. Okay.
Oh, and this is just something I noticed, and I don't know if this is true, but when Kristoff came to pick us up, there was two others that weren't of our party, and I guess this is a DM question. Do we know anything about those students? Like, are they like the best in their class, or they show a lot of promise in their particular classes? Like maybe they're trying to recruit cream of the crop, essentially.
Okay, yeah, there were a couple other students there. When you guys went and met in the broom closet kind of thing? Is that yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll plus intelligence to see what kind of gathering you could do about. Okay, yeah, that's a full success. So I would say, as you were asking about these other students, you didn't know their names, so you just had to kind of ask about their descriptions and find their names. And eventually you found out who they were, and you found out that they were quite good at what they did. They were not the best in the class, but they were quite skilled.
Okay. I share that information with the party.
Yep.
Oh yeah, those guys. All right. Should we just, how are we looking? Do we feel presentable? Are we ready to go?
Slump feels as ready as Slump is ever going to be.
Yeah.
Slump's
What are we
been
doing
practice his sword meditation in his room, and Slump is ready. If that little snot-nosed Kristoff tries anything, Slump's going to jam this down his throat.
Okay, well, we said we were. No.
Yeah, Slump's ready to go, ready to rock.
Well, I
Let's do
mean,
it.
Tower rules say if he's a threat, knife to the neck. So,
That's
you know,
right.
I'm okay
Yep.
with Slump with doing that.
It is established.
If you
Let's
give
do
me
it.
heck, it's a knife to the neck.
Hopefully, a friendly, just a fact, friendly meeting.
Yes, hopefully. But if not,
Yep.
All right. I'm going to bring some counter potions and I'll be with you guys here.